If I were Lewis Hamilton, I'd really want to Nelson Piquet Sr. for the way he referred to me during an interview. But I'm not Lewis Hamilton. And to be honest, even if he did want to do that, he knows he kind of couldn't. All they would do is turn that around, weaponize it, and then use it to, let's say, control a narrative to deflect away from the reality.
You're crazy. Am I? Yes. Am I? Yes. Am I?
So during an interview on a podcast, Piquet referred to Hamilton as the...
O neguinho meteu o carro e deixou.
Mas foi o que o Senna fez.
And considering the amount of vitriol that Hamilton receives...
But why is there so much hate for Lewis Hamilton?
Am I surprised by this?
Piquet twice used a racially offensive expression in Portuguese when referring to Hamilton during a Brazilian podcast last November.
I don't think so.
Am I disappointed in Piquet?
I don't think so.
Would I accept the apology?
I would like to clear up the story circulating in the media about a comment I made in an interview last year.
No, I don't think so.
And I know for damn sure I'm not going to run with the narrative that they're trying to put out there.
But I will clarify that the term used is one that has widely and historically been used colloquially in Brazilian Portuguese as a synonym for guy or person and was never intended to offend.
Because at the end of the day, he knew what he was saying, he meant what he said, and he was, as you can see, quite comfortable in saying it.
O neguinho deixou o carro e é uma curva. É porque você não conhece a curva, é uma curva muito de alta, não tem jeito de passar dois carros.
And if I haven't said already, I'm surprised it hasn't come sooner. Yeah? Again, from some member of the Formula One family group in general. Yeah? In public anyway. Behind closed doors, I'm quite sure that word gets bantered about quite frequently.
Your Honor, I object.
You would!
So for me, the issue is the punishment, or should I say the lack of punishment, yeah? And I'm not saying that we should hang him. But the fact that he's getting a slap, I wouldn't even say it's a slap on the wrist, a tap on the wrist.
A slap on the wrist, right, is a symbol of a light punishment.
By not being allowed to go into the paddock area during a race.
PA Sports' Philip Duncan has reported that Piquet's access to the F1 paddock could be revoked if he doesn't issue a public apology to Hamilton.
To me, is pathetic. That's the word I'm going to use, pathetic. The FIA could have done a lot more than that. You know what I mean? Right? Now, obviously, he's not actually, let's say, a part of the Formula One team. He's just a respected driver over the years. Right? And he's probably not a part of any organisation that I can think of where, you know, he doesn't work for Sky Sports or he doesn't work for this organisation. He's just a he was, or should be considered to be, was a well-respected F1 driver. And I suppose a lot of people always see him that way, and because of his privilege, you know what I mean, he has what we call the...
And if you have the complexion for the protection, if your skin is white, oh no, and it does protect you. I don't give a what nobody says. If you think it doesn't, you're naive.
I don't think his name will be tarnished. So for me, I would thinking to myself, well, you know what, right? Rather than, as they always relate to him as...
Former Formula One world champion Nelson Piquet has issued...
How about we introduce him as the racist three-time world champion driver Nelson Piquet? You know what I mean? Yeah? Let's see how he likes that, right? Because, again, like I said, for me, the issue is the lack of punishment. And then there's the people that want to try and justify it and, like I said, want to try and twist the narrative. Oh, he didn't mean it that way. It's, you know, back in their language, in their dialogue, it means something different. No, it don't.
People, of course, label him as a racist now, which I don't think he is, but I fully agree that you cannot use those words.
Even if it did mean something, or it is taken out of context, Lewis Hamilton has a name.
My name is what? My name is my name is
His name is Lewis Hamilton. Yeah? So you refer to him as such. And I think that's the biggest disrespect there. you know, I think he talked about Senna in something like that. He mentioned some other Formula 1 drivers by name. He didn't go that guy. He didn't say, you know what I mean? I can't imagine if he was talking about Vettel, because there's not a whole lot of the interview, but I can't imagine if he was talking about Vettel, he'd go, oh, the German driver, what's his name? And then refer to Vettel in a derogatory term.
Pulled off some great moves. Oh no! Sebastian Vettel's gone into Max Verstappen.
I couldn't see him say that. I can imagine he'd just say Sebastian Vettel cut Max Verstappen up on corner such and such and blah blah blah. Yeah. So the disrespect that he didn't even want to say his name.
Red flag.
And sticking with the, let's say, the discipline perspective again. It's a matter of when things like this kind of go unchecked, let's say, yeah, or the check is very minor, yeah, then what you'll find is that other people will continue to do the same thing and then say, well, oh, hold on, I said it in the way that Nelson said it, and they're clean across in another country speaking a whole different language, but then they're going to call him XYZ in their own language and say, oh, he doesn't mean that, you just interpreted it wrong. It opens a bag of floodgates, you know what I mean? And, you know, it's one of those things where I think, well, you know, nip it in the bud, yeah? So everyone else knows where to come correct, you know what I'm saying? Because I know for damn sure, and without a shadow of a doubt, had, let's say, Naomi Schiff referred to Max Hamilton, had referred to Max Verstappen, yeah, in one of the, let's say, derogatory terms that many people use for him, including myself, yeah, right, in an interview, oh, I'm sure people would spot racism then.
You're goddamn right.
Because I remember, not too long ago, I think it was a couple of weeks ago now, that other Red Bull driver, he got punished, so I wasn't really going to go too hard on him.
Driver, a junior driver as well, has now been suspended by Red Bull after being caught saying a racist slur whilst on a friend and a fellow driver's Twitch live stream during a game of Warzone. His name is Yuri Vips. He has now, ever since, of course, this all going viral, been suspended by Red Bull and likely other things coming for his future, all of which was caught live on stream with this clip.
Oh, I cracked him! Oh my god. Fuck. Oh, yeah.
And the effect of that punishment has had and will continue to have a life-changing, let's say, experience in which now he can fix up from or learn from. Now, like I said, it doesn't have to be something, you know what I mean, extreme, right? But all this...
I don't think you should be banned from the paddock, especially a 3-time world champion.
What they should have done is just sat down and talk. No, you don't sit down and talk with racists like that, bro. You don't, right? And I noticed because, again, I bet had someone had said something, or a black person had said something in derogatory about Max Verstappen or any other white driver, they wouldn't know we need to sit down and talk about this nonsense. A punishment I come straight out the gate. But anyway, that's my rant for today. And like I said, let me know what you think. And as I always do, should I say, let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.
Yes. Am I? Yes. Am I? Yes.